So I want to do this video. I usually do a bunch of videos talking about recommendations to YouTubers. And I usually list a bunch of them like in one video, but I want to do the special one today because I feel like this YouTuber deserves so much more than ever, you know. And this guy is Detoxworld, formerly known as DetoxTube, and formerly before that known as Jon's Dungeon of Whatever. At least I remember him as, Jon's Dungeon of Whatever. But he's known as DetoxTube. Now DetoxTube, if you don't know, he is a YouTuber who talks about, his main thing on his channel is nu metal. Like, it's mostly a music channel. However, it's not just music. He also does game reviews, or not game reviews, but gameplays, which I highly recommend people go over and check out his gameplays. And he also does some football videos as well, which are also pretty good. I'm not the biggest football fan, but his football videos are really good too. And today is actually his birthday, which I was thinking, now originally I intended for this to be for something else related to Detoxworld, but I realized, you know, he deserves kind of his own video in general. So I kind of want to talk about him and his history, about how I discovered him and why you guys should subscribe to him. So and by the way, of course I'm using the new camera, so you'll notice the quality difference. Let me know how it is, by the way. I've discovered Detoxworld because one of my favorite genres of music, as some of you may know, is nu metal. I've always been a nu metal fan ever since I was maybe in high school. I'm pretty young. I don't remember exactly nu metal when it was like really big. I was like an infant essentially. I didn't get into it until much later. But I was trying to look up YouTube videos of people who were showing their nu metal collection, which, to be honest, there's not many videos online who actually showcase their nu metal CDs. And I found him one time, or I found him showing his CD collection, and he seemed like a guy who, at first, I didn't know what to think of him at the time, but as I watched the video more and more, I realized he's really knowledgeable about music, not just nu metal too. I've seen his other videos at that time, which he didn't make a lot of live action videos. He made a couple. I remember sort of him talking about like CDs that he got at the thrift store, and his knowledge about music is unbelievable. I believe he's almost 40. Could be wrong. He's 38 today. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if John cares about me mentioning his age, but you know, whatever. If I do, sorry. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So I discovered him through that, and he didn't make a video after that for a very long time. And I always kind of wondered why. You know, what was his disappearance? And I even wrote in a comment section saying, hey, I hope you come back one day, because we really do need you. You're very knowledgeable. He's very knowledgeable about music. He's very entertaining with his gameplay videos. His one gameplay for, I think, Shovel Knight, was it? I want to double... Shovel Knight. I want to double check. Detox. Was it Shovel Knight or... I'm checking real quick. Hold on a second. I'm not editing any of this, by the way, so... Was it... Oh no, it was Plague of Shadows. Oh no, wait. It was Shovel Knight. Okay, never mind. So, I watched that, and I found it, like, freaking hilarious. Like, even though he got pissed off during it, it was funny. And he also has his own music as well. Like, Metal in the Connecticut River, which is really good stuff. And he has a bunch of his other music projects on there as well. And then after that, like a year goes by, maybe a year or two even, he decides to post out of the blue. I've been subscribed to him. I subscribed after that video even though he wasn't making any content. And he was all of a sudden responding to people saying, hey, maybe I'll return one day. And I even went as far through his new metal video. I watched through the whole thing maybe like 5 times. It's like an hour plus long plus video. And I wrote down a list of like every album he talked about in that video. And it took a lot. It's like over 170 albums or something like that. Pretty crazy list. And I know he's gotten more since. And then after that, he kind of came back and he made a return video, I believe a year ago. 2 months ago. And I was really happy that he came back. And I've supported him through that. I mentioned him before in my... What was my video for... You could look at my channel recommendations video, which I need to make a part 2 of that pretty soon. But he's just been so cool with me. Like, he is a very, very nice guy. Like, unbelievably nice. He's real, too, which I like about him. He's very to the point, and it's, like, super knowledgeable, too, about a lot of things. Like, I'm convinced, honestly, that he should be a music teacher. Like, could you imagine that? John, if you could imagine this, you going to colleges, being a musical history teacher for nu metal. I think that would be really cool. Because I took a music history class in college, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, he's done a lot for me, and I've done a lot for him too. We both supported each other. He was actually... I comment a lot in his videos as well. You can usually find me through his comments. I usually comment because he uploads, that's another thing, he uploads a lot of rare albums too, which I highly recommend you go and check him out if you like that kind of stuff. Stuff that's not even on YouTube anyway. And I would usually, what I did was I did the timestamp, and I'm going to continue to do that, by the way, for all the other re-uploads you do. I do the timestamps for all the videos, for each song from each album. I've been doing that since last year for every single release. And I remember after he did that, he did an announcement video. And I only did it because he did an announcement video, which I don't know if that announcement video is still around. Is it? I don't know. Okay, yeah, it's not on there anymore. Dang, what a shame. Anyway. I did that because, you know, I wanted to... Because he said in his video, which is no longer up, he said, if anyone would love to do timestamps on the albums, that would be greatly appreciated. And there have been some people that have done it too, but I've been mainly doing it. Because no one seems to... I don't know. I don't know why people haven't been doing it. I'm surprised people haven't been doing it. So I've been doing that. The chair. This freaking chair. Anyway. So, yeah, I've been, and then he gave me a shout out, which he did not have to do at all. He said, go and subscribe. And I didn't even ask for it, to be honest. You know, he really did not need to do that at all. He could have easily, you know, been like, hey, just a simple thank you would have done just amazing. But the fact that he did that shows me that he really does have a good heart for people who give, and he gives back. And he really has done a lot for me, you know, personally and stuff like that. And I really do believe that he's a nice guy. He's like a really, really cool guy. I know we both live like across from the States, but hopefully one day I would really like to meet him in person if he ever comes down to the West Coast, which would be really cool. But my main point I'm trying to get to this video is I want to express my thank you to Detoxworld, Jon, for everything that he's done for me. And I know he mentioned recently that he's leaving YouTube in December 31st, unless if he gets a bunch of subscribers, which I really hope he does. I really won't. I mean, do what you have to do, you know, but I really do. I really wish the best for you, and I want to have everything good for you. So and for those who are watching this video, please subscribe to Detoxworld. Just do it. You will not be disappointed. He doesn't put out a single boring video. He's always put out just banger after banger of videos. He even does reaction videos, which I actually watched that last night. He doesn't do a whole lot of reaction videos, but he's done quite a bit so far. So I highly recommend you check out those as well. And he even does like some random like little clips of stuff as well, which are also really cool. He's currently doing a Q&A video series, which I plan to ask questions. I know I honestly was kind of confused at first. I was like, wait a minute, are you going to do it by December when you leave, or I don't know, but I'll ask questions. But yeah, I just want to say, what else can I say about this guy that I haven't already said? I mean, he's a great gamer too. He's funny. He's really funny. Like, he's got that kind of like sly kind of humor that I really like about him too, which I really liked how he's very sarcastic in his humor. That's another thing I really like about Detoxworld. Sorry, I'm just stacking stuff. Okay. No, I'm kidding. So, what else can I say? Oh yeah. He has also done... What else? Oh yeah, he's done narration, but not that much. He did a narration for like a Napalm Death book, I think. I don't know if that video is still up on his channel, but you can look it up. It's pretty cool. He also did... And I've never even heard him sing, but there was a video he made where he did a Stabbing Westward cover. He's a really damn good singer. Like, he's got some vocal range. I really wish he could do more vocal covers, because that would be really cool to see. And he's just been overall a great supporter of the new male community. I think he's probably one of the most vocal people in the new male community, in my opinion. or at least one that's the most knowledgeable and the most real. Because he uploads stuff that's never been on YouTube. Some of these other nu metal channels, some are pretty good, but some of them just upload the same album again and again and again, and they're not really doing anything. Not mentioning names, but you know who you are. So, in fact, another thing is, I also really wish that Jon would do like because he did an episode before, but he did an episode talking about Marilyn Manson's Mechanical Animals album, and that was really detailed. Because he talked about his history of the album, like his personal history, and he also talked about each song, which I found really, really cool, and he needs to do more of that. If you watch this video, Jon, definitely do that. And he also, he does certain funny videos as well. Like, I know, I don't know if he deleted it by now. Did he delete the Slayer video? Okay, whatever. That was kind of funny. Or Slayer or nu metal. That was a pretty funny video. So, I keep saying so. I do recommend, this is going to be just a video saying thank you to Jon. Even if you don't make videos past December, which, you know, I'm sad that you are leaving, but at the same time, you know, I understand being burnt out and not, you know, wanting to do something at a certain time anymore. Which, you know, you do what you gotta do, and if being away from YouTube makes you happy, then that's fine, you know. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention is that, oh yeah, Jon has just looking at the timer, Jon has a Rumble channel, which I will leave a link to. I believe he'll still upload on Rumble after YouTube, so for those who, and I believe he also has a Twitch, which, yeah, he does have a Twitch, which I will also leave a link to. I'll leave a link to as much as I can of this dude, because he deserves everything. He deserves all your love, all your support, and he truly does deserve everything that's good for him. And I wish nothing but the best for him. And I truly wish and hope that he realize. I just hope Jon realizes how loved he is, because you really are, like, he's sort of like a brother figure to YouTube. He just kind of is, you know? He's just a really, really, really down-to-earth dude. He's kind of like he's like the cool brother of everyone. He really is. So, and he was able to get me back into nu metal, because there was a time when I was sort of into, like, other stuff. Like, not to say that I was completely out of interest of nu metal, but I just, you know, moved on to other things. But I still have been getting back into the nu metal scene. I've been doing stuff a lot with buying albums and converting them to CD, or ripping CDs, scanning, which I need to get back into scanning too. Which, that's another thing I do. I just need to figure out some stuff with my Discogs account, because it's kind of messed up. Is there anything else I could talk about? This video's been going on for almost 20 minutes. Yeah, I think that I pretty much talked about. Oh yeah, he also does a podcast thing called Talk, yeah, which I highly recommend his videos as well. He interviews some certain YouTubers, and I think they're really, really entertaining. I think they're really, really well done videos for sure. And also, you know, I know he used to do like collection videos as well, which I kind of wish he would do more. I know he doesn't have a huge game collection, but kind of wish he would do more of those as well. What else can I say that hasn't been said about him? Oh, okay, yeah, his channel used to be called The Carnage Report at one point. I completely forgot about that. So, I guess it was Carnage Report, Jon's Dungeon of Whatever, then Detox Tube, then Detoxworld. So, that's kind of like his evolution. He's been on YouTube, I believe, since 2014, 15. But like I said, I'm going to really miss him when he leaves YouTube. Unless, you know, like I said, if I hope he gets enough support to continue, I'm going to promote the hell out of you, you know, as much as I can for you to continue. But then again, I can't predict the future, what's going to happen. All I can say is do what you want to do, and if you don't want to continue, fine, but you know, that's a whole other different thing. But yeah, I guess that's it for right now. I just want to say thank you. I know it's a pretty long video, and I want to thank Detoxworld, aka Jon, for everything that he's done, everything that he's done for me, and everything that he's done for the YouTube community, everything's done for the new metal community, music community, whatever. And he deserves all your love, he deserves all your support, and I guess that's really about it. I really hope that... Oh, and happy birthday. I wish you, Jon, the happiest of birthdays. Just thank you for everything, and I hope you have the best birthday ever, because you deserve all the love and support, truthfully, and I mean that. Alright, I think I talked long enough. Thank you all so much for watching. I know it was kind of like a longer-ish video, well, unless if you really watch my gaming videos or collection videos, which I need to do more collection videos pretty soon. I need to do reviews too. I mean, why shouldn't I? It's Halloween, it's October. I need to do more horror movie reviews. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for everything, and let's hope Detoxworld gets to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, because I really want that to happen. Or even better yet, 5 or 10,000. But if he even could get 1 million subscribers, that would be freaking crazy. But I would love that for Jon, just to do anything. Alright, I'm done rambling. Thank you all for watching. Happy birthday, Jon. And thank you for everything. And you are the best of the best. One of the best YouTubers ever, in my opinion. You're like my favorite YouTuber at the moment, I would say. Or one of them at least. One of the big 5, at least, that's for sure. Anyway, y'all, thank you all for watching. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Wherever you're watching this. Okay, bye. Thank you.